Okay, so before I got off work on Friday, I started stripping down a 17 Escape with the 1.5 liter coolant loss and misfiring. So what ended up happening with that is I got the battery area stripped down, and I got some of the evap hoses and stuff taken off the top of it. I started stripping a lot of it down, got the coil packs and everything pulled out of it. And how I determined that this fits the criteria for the service message is, first of all, it's still under powertrain warranty, so it's covered. It needs to be under powertrain warranty, or else you have to submit stuff to ESP and SSSC. And if you don't have an extended warranty, it's not going to get covered. You're going to have to come out of pocket for it. It's one of our vehicles, actually personal vehicles at the dealership, and we didn't want to sell it to somebody in rough shape. So when I ran the codes, there was PO 301, 302, 303, 304. All cylinders were misfiring, plus the reservoir was pretty much bone dry. I mean, there was a little bit left in the bottom of it, and it was white smoking a little bit. So automatically, I knew it fit the coolant intrusion technical service bulletin. So I started pulling everything down. I'm going to add that video onto the back side of this so you guys can see some of what it looks like as I'm stripping it down. It's not a lot of video right now, but come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to have much more for you so you can see exactly what I go through. I have previous videos of ripping this engine apart, but I'm just going to do it again for the new people on the channel that need to be refreshed, that need to see what's going on, so I can show you what it looks like inside the engine, and I can show you what the difference between the updated block is versus the old block, and then we'll move forward from there. And if you have any questions, you can look at one of my previous videos made, one of the last 1 or 2 videos, where I actually show you the technical service bulletin, and you get to see everything that goes on with determining whether or not your vehicle fits that criteria. A few people have already messaged me on it, and it comes right from the manufacturer's website. It's not just me as some tech talking and saying this is what it is, and this is right from the manufacturer's website on what needs to be determined to justify replacing the block in the 1.5 liter EcoBoost engine. So here's the video, and let me know your thoughts. If you guys have any questions, tag it on to the comment section of the video, and then next week I'll have more criteria for you. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Be blessed. So 2017 1.5 liter EcoBoost, just kind of going through right now, ripping everything apart. Got all parts and stuff, belts, nuts, bolts, pulleys, whatever you need. There's the new updated block. Fuel lines. Just got it stripped down as much as I can for right now because I'm leaving for a birthday dinner and stuff. My birthday's on Sunday, but we're doing some dinner stuff today. Just ripping it down slowly, just trying to get it together where I can lay everything in the center of the engine, drop it out the bottom of the vehicle. So this will be another, you can see here, low coolant level and misfiring on all cylinders. Well, mainly 2 and 3, but all cylinders have misfires, and plugs look really, really bad. So I will be back probably Monday with some more video on this. Hopefully that they leave me alone long enough to get on this and stay on it. But anyway, 1.5 liter EcoBoost build coming up. Try to be a little bit more precise when I talk about it, but we'll be back.